Inspector Deck verse was so good. Pac was like, "Nah, you can't out rap me on my." I was a competitive rap. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like how I thought. So to rebuttal what they say, which they should feel how they feel because they experience so many things that I didn't get a chance to see. So I can understand their point of view or perspective. That's why I think it would be good if they all sat down. And then how the virality of that would be amazing because honestly, dog, I'm not even a part of this. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all have let me come out here, work out here. Y'all have welcomed me. I appreciate. I've been out here more than 20 years. I appreciate everybody here. All the members, the non-members. The industry has been so good to me. They show me love, but I'm really an outsider having this conversation.
Let me ask you something. Can you see how that sound? Imagine if you a young Kendrick trying to get on, and you write something, you go crazy, and then you hear him say, "Hey, it was too good. I'm gonna take you off of that." That could be perceived as hate.
It is hate. I'm telling you. No, listen. I'm telling you how, dog, bruh. Okay, so
it's like I gotta underachieve to make it on your.
Watch this. Watch this. I'm just telling you how competitive I was. When I harbored anger against T.I. for no reason for years.
Why?
And I say this on a Third Verse podcast.
Why?
Because I was so competitive as a rapper, young and stupid. I was stupid. I was young and dumb.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
What made your targets on T.I.? Why T.I.?
Because he was the king of the South, and I wanted to be that. This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is how I know how dumb rappers, how the dumb rap mentality. Because I had it, and I had to grow up as a person and become a better man. So I'm just giving y'all a story because, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? To debunk the fact that it was hate. Now, any other things that happened with what went on in that, I wasn't like a part of it.
Hey, Stat, you my boy, man, but that's 2 for 2 stories where he was kind of a hater back in the day. You know what I mean?
No.
You was a hater back in the day, Stat.
No, Pun, listen. This is why I think, honestly, for real, just being true, I think that's why I made so many mistakes in my career as a rapper, because I went about it the wrong way. You get what I'm saying? That's why when as an executive, I was so much more successful because I learned from the mistakes that I made as a rapper. I'm not saying I did it the right way. I'm showing people that you can be up and you can change and be a better person. You be like, damn, that was up. That was a fucked up mentality. Because nigga, think about it. As you playing a sport, when you ask somebody is like another player, is such and such better than you? Niggas like, nah, that nigga ain't better than me. You know what I'm saying? Even if the nigga better than him. But you so engrossed in the competition that you can't even see it. So now when I look back on my life, I'm like, damn, I've missed so many opportunities because I was so caught up in being competitive with some of these great people. And I feel like shit for my mentality. I had a fucked up mentality as an artist.
That's different than having the confidence that somebody's better than you. Imagine a nigga telling you, hey, I know you could drop 20 points tonight, but instead drop 6 to make me look better. Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
No. AD, I'm not telling you that you're wrong with what you're saying. I'm telling you that I was fucked up. That's like a nigga, like I was fucked up. I'm not like that. I'm nowhere near like that now. That's why I've changed my life. But I'm saying, and for having that type of mentality, where did Stat Quo's rap career go? It didn't really materialize into a lot. I was successful to most people, a lot of the people that, you know, because they put me in position to be around, you know, all you guys, but like at what I was supposed to be and what I was like, you know, marketed to be, I never achieved that. And I think I got in my own way. You know what I mean? And I definitely did. I made so many mistakes. I talked about a story when Eminem had wrote a song and he wanted me to say the hook. I didn't say the hook. I told this nigga, yo, you give me $1 million, I'll say the hook. That nigga walked out the studio like, I'm done with you. I was so fucking young and dumb and stupid, bro. I made so many mistakes. That's why I don't get mad at artists, because I know I made some mistakes. I'm not perfect. And anybody in the world, right, that makes mistakes, I don't never come down on them for their mistakes, because I know you can get better. I've changed. I've become a better person. And that's another reason why, like, in dealing with shit like this, I want everything to be good. But nigga, I'm 20-some years old, young as hell. I was tripping. Yeah, this was fucking young, dumb, nigga, stupid as a motherfucker, young as fuck. But when I first met the day that, tell you a Kendrick story, I met Top, Kendrick, and Punch the same day. They came over to Dre's house, and I didn't even put two and two together that Kendrick was. I didn't even think about that at the time. They came over, and the first song that Kendrick did was "Women, Weed, and Weather," and I remember Top asking for that. Top was like, "Yo, man, Kendrick sound good on that mic." And Top was like, "Yeah." Dre was explaining the microphone because we always use this Sony mic. I remember Top was like, "Yeah, we need one of them at the studio." Nigga, Dre gave him the mic, nigga. And that's when I knew Top was a hustler. And I remember like another memory when they played Section 80, and you know, a lot of the powers that be didn't really want that to come out. And I remember me and Top sitting in the car, and I was like, "Dog, you got to put that shit out." I said, because, you know, learn from me. You got to build that momentum, and you got to put it out. That's the only way you going to force your shit to go over here. Because I had experienced it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, just like with Game, like, nigga, I said this. They left that nigga out for dead. Y'all know that. When he went against 50 them and shit like that, they left him out there, but he came with one blood. He forced it. You get what I'm saying? He forced it because he was too hot. You couldn't stop it. So the same shit with Kendrick. Kendrick was the hottest shit going. Tottenham forced that shit, and the streets got behind it, and it was inevitable. And now we here, and I used to think Eminem was the greatest rapper of all time. I have changed that. I think Kendrick Lamar is the greatest rapper of all time. And the reason I say that is because I've never seen someone basically be challenged to do something that they primarily they don't do, and then make a whole album of that type of shit. This nigga don't make club shit. This nigga made a whole album of club bops and just like destroyed the game with it. And then he made a diss song during like in a time where it's the greatest like pressure under him, battling the biggest nigga in the world, and he taught us a lesson at the end of the song. That is phenomenal. You know how y'all niggas know, AD, you know how hard it is to go in that studio and come with a record that everybody gonna like under them circumstances?
You know who do it all the time?
Who?
Drake.
What's happening, man? It's the PPG, man. And let me tell you right now, Prize Picks has a whole brand new offer right now, man. It got me excited. You use code Cuhmunity, you drop $5, you get $150 in lineups if you win. Listen to me. You drop $5, you get $150 in lineups if you win. And right now, you can get in on the action. Prize Picks is currently available in 36 plus states, man. So listen, use code Cuhmunity, drop $5, you get that $150. You feel me? The PPG is out. Cuhmunity.